Let's perform a factory reset for the Wi-Fi Pineapple Mark VII. I'm going to go ahead and follow along in Kali Linux, although the instructions here are going to be pretty much the same no matter what your operating system is. And if we come over to our computer, I'll also point out that these instructions are available in the documentation at docs.hack5.org. The first thing you're going to want to do with your Wi-Fi Pineapple unplugged is head over to the Hack5 Download Center and grab yourself a copy of the Wi-Fi Pineapple Mark VII recovery firmware. So you're going to find that at the bottom of this page right here, and just click the little download icon, and we will just save that in our home directory. With that completed, in our terminal, we can ls and see that under downloads, we have our recovery bin. And the next step is to go ahead and plug our Wi-Fi Pineapple into our computer while holding down the reset button. And when the LED blinks red 3 times, we can let go of that button. So it's going to look like this. While holding down this button here, I'm going to plug in the power. 1, 2, 3 red blinks. I'm going to let go, and that light goes solid. Now back to our computer, what we need to do is assign a static IP address. Now if you're on a Windows system, this involves a lot of clicking, or you can do it in PowerShell, but otherwise on most Linux systems it's going to look something like sudo IP link set, and in this case it's ETH0 for this interface, down. So we're going to bring that down. And now we're going to do sudo IP adder add 172.16.42.42, and that's with a net mask, so /255.255.255.0 on the device ETH0. Again, that may be different for you, maybe ETH1, may have a different name entirely. Just check with IP. And then we can just bring our interface back up. So instead of link set down, we'll do link set up. And if we take a look with ifconfig or IP, we can see our interface now has that static IP address set. So if we go back to our browser, we can open a new tab and head over to 172.16.42.1. And this is at port 80, not port 1471 like you would traditionally get to the interface. Now here we see the device information. We can click over to recover. We can browse, choose that file from our downloads, the MK7 recovery bin, choose that, click upload. And this process is going to take about 5-10 minutes to complete. During the reset process, that LED is going to change colors, and it's going to power cycle as indicated by the blue blinking LED here. Just with any other firmware update, the firmware recovery process is very much the same. You want to make sure that you maintain power. Do not unplug the device during that factory reset process, or things could go awry. But if you do, then everything should be good to go. Once that LED stops blinking, you'll be able to log in to the Wi-Fi Pineapple very much like the first time you ever opened it up out of the box. And since your device is now configured with a static IP address, it should just be a matter of continuing in your browser at 172.16.42.1, and again, that's on port 1471. So let's take a look there. All right, our LED has stopped blinking. If we head back over to our computer, now we can just add the port 1471 to the end of that address, 172.16.42.1, and we're presented with the similar instructions that you've seen before to getting set up for the very first time, which is quite simply to press the button if you are connected over Ethernet. And in this case, you are connected over that built-in USB Ethernet adapter. That is the only way to recover. So you can just tap that button once quickly, and that will go ahead and progress. Alternatively, if you're setting up over Wi-Fi, you can hold the button for 4 seconds, and that will continue with the Wi-Fi enabled. And at this point, the rest of the instructions to getting set up are just like out of the box. You connect to the internet, have the Wi-Fi Pineapple download the latest firmware. You can also upload that manually, or you can even provision over USB. Either way, this new Wi-Fi Pineapple is just like it was out of the box, ready to go, and that is how to perform a factory reset and recovery.